everybody. In this video, I'm just going to give you a basic rundown of all the features available to you through the discussion board. So let's go ahead and get started. So once you are in a discussion board, obviously the first thing you want to do is read what is expected of you, what you should be responding to, what kind of response you should have, etc. But I'm just going to go ahead and go down and show you the different options that you have. So if there are different responses here, so people have already responded to the chat, you can just sort by what is unread, or you can say like, I want the newest first, the latest first, or you can search for a specific person. Obviously, nobody has responded to this yet, so I can't do that. Another thing you might want to do is subscribe so that you'll be notified when new people respond. So this might help if you're the first person to respond to a discussion board, that you can get an email or some sort of other response when somebody else replies. If you don't want, then you can just click it so it's gray. So now when you want to actually participate in the chat, the first thing that you are going to do is hit reply. So then you're going to go down here, and there's lots of different things, but this is basically your Microsoft Word, Google Docs, etc. Type format. So you might just start typing. My typing is off. Okay, so just type right into this box. And then you have your basic formatting. So you can make something larger or smaller. You can give it headings if you want. You can also bold, italicize, underline, change the font color to whatever you want, use highlighter, or use that type of scripting, but I don't remember what that's called, and you probably shouldn't be using it in our class. The next different things on the far right-hand side, you see that you can make something left aligned, center aligned, or right aligned. A lot of these you probably aren't going to use in our class, but that's fine. You also have bulleted, which you might end up deciding to use, or you can make something. So if you want your bulleted list to go in really far, you can do that. Or if something isn't bulleted, you can just indent it a little bit. However you want to do that. You also have these functions, which you might use in other classes, but I don't imagine you using them here. Okay, so some other features that you might decide to use, I'm just going to go ahead and make that not weird. One is your link. So if you click link, or if you do the drop down, you can do external link. So you can go ahead and copy paste a link into the link section, or you can go ahead and type whatever it is you want in here. And then if you want, you can also change the text so that it matches or says whatever you want it to say. Sometimes if you add a link, it can do weird things. So that's an option to help you change it. Once you have a link already in, you can also click it to get to link options, where you can change the text or change where the link is going. Another option is to add an image to your discussion post. So what you're going to do is go ahead and click upload image. And if it's coming from a URL, you can paste the URL in here, or you can go to your computer. You can either click to upload, or you can drag and drop. I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop an image. So this is an image of my cat. He is in a gift bag. So I'm going to go ahead and add an alternative text. An alternative text is important for people who might be visually impaired, who cannot see the image, and therefore they might be using a screen reader that takes text and turns it into audio. It also might be good for people who are using a podcast version of this. So I'm just going to go ahead and say picture of a cat in a gift bag, because that's what's important about this image. If it's a type of face or whatever, you just want to point out what the important parts of the image are. If it's something that you just added for decoration and it's not important, you can also click decorative image. Next thing is display options. So you can decide to embed it or display a text link. I'm going to go ahead and keep it embedded so that it is right here. Now, what you notice is that this picture is gigantic, which is probably not what you want. They used to have this so that you could change the sizing right when you did it, but now they don't. So now you go to image options, and this is where you can also edit the alt text. You can change all the settings that you had before, but you can also change the size. You might specifically say, I want this to be 250 wide or 15 or whatever it is. You can also choose just small, medium, large. So I'm just going to go ahead and say I want that small. And there's a save button down here, which I can't reach because I'm on student view. So just trust me that that exists. Now I'm just going to go ahead and delete that image. The next thing I want to show you that will be important for this class is adding a document. So the first thing I want to do is add some text here. So what I'm going to do is attach a document to this text. So I write the text and I highlight it, and then I'm going to go ahead and upload document. I can also tick that picture. So again, I can drag and drop or browse. So I'm going to go ahead and browse and choose this, choose open, and then submit. So now, right here, if you click this, it opens this document. So that will be really important for our peer review or any other time that you want to add a document to your discussion. If you don't want to do it that way, you can also just attach maybe an image or a document. And I'm going to post this so you can kind of see what that looks like. So if you put it directly kind of like a link, it'll look like this. So it looks just like a link. Whereas if you attach it, it'll show like this is a PDF and it'll just add to the bottom. Either way works fine. It is totally up to you. Now, hopefully that wasn't too overwhelming. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns about how to use the discussion board, and I'll try to get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you. Bye.